Well, hello there. This is Jack from 181 Days, and I'm here with another hardware and gear review and some 5 pros and 2 cons about one of my favorite jackets. I know I feel like I say that every video, but I'm serious about this one. I have been wanting this jacket for a long time. I finally bought it about a year ago, and it's gone everywhere with me. I have put this jacket through the ringer. I've used it in some of the coldest places I've ever been. I've used it on some of the shortest, some of the longest trips I've ever been on, and it's just one of my favorite jackets. I love this jacket. So it is the Fjallraven Skogsö jacket. I have it right here, and I know it probably does no good to you on a table here, so why don't I put it on? I think I'll do a clap this time. Oh yeah, that was much better. Okay, so this is it. This is the Fjallraven Skogsö jacket. It is a winter jacket. It's kind of an adventure jacket. It looks like an adventure jacket. It's padded. It feels great. It moves great. I mean, it's Fjallraven. Of course, it's great. It has a ton of pockets. I just took this on a really cold trip, a one-day trip. I had a backpack full of stuff, and I couldn't fit everything in it, so I actually filled this thing with my stuff in all the pockets, and I fit everything I needed to bring. It's a great jacket. I got it because I didn't want to move between a bunch of jackets during the winter. I just wanted to have one good go-to, and this has become that jacket. So with my normal hardware and gear reviews here, I'm going to give you 5 pros and 2 areas for improvement, or 2 cons. I think it's kind of hard to improve on a lot of this jacket, but let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that I really like about this jacket is what I just mentioned. It has pockets everywhere, and I love that. I'm always stuffing stuff places, and I want to just, not be able to have to search for my things. I want them on my body when I'm traveling or whatever, and I love this jacket has that. I also love that it has really uniform pockets. It has 2 pockets on the outside here, 2 kind of like Napoleon pockets that are deep. They're segmented. They have mesh, so you can put little, things in there that you might not want just falling out if you bend over or something. I put a beanie in here. I put my gloves in here, and it doesn't add a lot of weight to the jacket. It doesn't make it feel bulky. I usually put my right and left glove in these so that I know where they are. It has internal kind of mirror pockets to that are the same, that are even deeper, and they're pretty big. I think I actually put my GoPro in there when I was traveling, which was nice. I love that about it. It has 2 pretty good hand pockets, just normal ones with zippers, which you always want that. It's fleece lined, so it feels kind of nice in your hands. It's not the softest fleece, but you don't need soft all the time. And then on the inside, it has a couple more glove baskets for like when you're traveling, which is great. I love the amount of pockets in this coat. I think it's just exactly what you need. My partner has a coat that has a little sleeve pocket for like ski passes and things like that. I kind of wish this had that after seeing it, but I don't think it takes away from it. You have 6 pockets and 2 baskets. That's pretty good. So pockets. The second thing, so related to the pockets that I really like, is these glove baskets. This is something that I love in a jacket, and I think that all should have. So these are just baskets for kind of your bulkier things in your coat. If you're hiking or you're skiing or something, and you have something big like your, big winter gloves, or you have a winter hat, and they don't fit somewhere else, you don't have a bag with you, you can throw them in there and just zip it up, and they won't be falling out. It's such an easy addition to have to things that I think that all jackets should have these. They also have this nice little kind of classic looking card about how you can make the jacket more waterproof by putting the Greenland wax on it. Pretty typical Fjallraven thing. But yeah, these pockets are great. These baskets, I think it's just a really nice addition, and I think all coats should come with that. It's a great thing. Okay, the third thing I really like about this jacket is that it's windproof and it's water. Ready, set, go. Okay, the third thing I really like about this jacket is that it's water resistant and it's windproof. So I mentioned a little bit earlier that you can wax this jacket. So Fjallraven has this Greenland wax that you can put on their jackets to make them waterproof. They come from the factory water resistant. If you add that wax, you lose a little bit of the breathability in the jacket. I have not waxed this, but you can make this a waterproof jacket. It comes water resistant, and it's pretty good. I've gotten caught in some rainstorms in this. And of course, if you're stuck in a downpour, it's going to get wet. You're going to have to dry it out. But for the most part, it doesn't really take on water, which is nice. I love that it's fully windproof. You can zip this thing up, tighten yourself all up, zip it up. There's no wind coming in through the zippers. It has kind of this little weather stripping. and it has clips, buttons, so that you can button the weather stripping up. It stays warm when you're in this jacket. When you have your little like cocoon of warmth, there's not going to be wind coming into it. I mentioned one of my videos about the Uniqlo jacket. I love my Uniqlo thermal jacket, but wind comes through the zipper, and it's kind of annoying when you're really buttoned up and you're warm and have that little bit of wind coming right through into your chest. That doesn't happen with this. Doesn't come through anywhere. This jacket is windproof completely, and I love that. You can walk right into a gust with it. The fourth thing that I really like about this jacket is that it is not bulky. So I have some B-roll here of me walking around in a park so you can kind of see how it moves. It's a little bit of a longer jacket. It goes a little bit past your waist, and that takes a little bit of getting used to, just not even from a fashion standpoint, just from wearing it. And when you sit, you will actually sit on the back of this jacket a tiny bit. It's not as long as a parka, but it is nice that it fits like that, and it's also not bulky. So it's pretty tight around your arms. It's pretty tight around the waist and the chest. If you lift your arms up, if you run, if you move, it's going to move with you. There's no weird like pulling your shirt up like some jackets do, or getting caught anywhere. It fits perfectly. Like it fits like it's tapered to you. I have a small. I'm 5'9", and this is a small, and it fits me perfectly. I'm about 165 pounds. And it's perfect. It literally looks like it's drawn on me in pictures. And I say that, but it's not drawn on you in a sense of like it's uncomfortable. It doesn't look, like it's painful to wear, like something from the early 2000s. It actually just fits. I saw a picture of myself wearing the jacket, and I was actually surprised. It doesn't bow out anywhere. It doesn't like suck in anywhere. It's just really good, and the material's thick, so it's not a material that kind of crunches in on itself or is hard to make pliable. So it's not bulky, and that's a really good feature. Okay, the fifth thing I like about this jacket is, of course, that it's warm, and it's really warm. You can wear this jacket outside in a t-shirt in 30-degree Fahrenheit day, and you'll be pretty warm. You might be a little cold just because it's weird to wear a t-shirt without layers when it's that cold, but the jacket itself is really warm. You can wear this with layers and not overheat either. I'm wearing this jacket indoors right now because it's actually pretty cold outside, and I'm not hot. It's kind of amazing the way the breathability that it has and the way that it kind of goes through temperature changes. I wore this in the airport for a little bit before it got too hot. And I've worn it on pretty much 0-degree days before, layered up, and I felt completely fine. Story time, I went to a bar and actually sat outside in like a 10-degree Fahrenheit day and had a beer. My torso, everywhere I had my coat on, was completely warm. Like I didn't even think about being cold. But my legs, where I just had my jeans on, I was freezing. And I could literally notice that like at my waist, there was that change in temperature. And I wasn't moving, so of course that's why I was cold. But this jacket actually kept all my heat in. So, I mean, if I'm going on a trek in the snow in the winter or something, this is the jacket that I'm wearing. I don't know that I'd ski in this jacket, but like for trekking and for adventuring and travel, it's awesome. Highly recommend it. Okay, so on to the cons, or really areas for improvement. I think when you're buying clothing at this level, this price point, this jacket's like $225, which I think is a really good price for it actually, and it's almost always on sale somewhere. I think it's really hard to get cons. It's more areas for improvement, like I always say. So I do think there are 2 areas for improvement on this jacket though. And I bought this jacket and then I was reading online some reviews of it. And there's not many, which is why I'm doing one of these. But someone had said the hood is very loud. And I was like, what does that mean? How could the hood be very loud? And so the whole jacket has this kind of like nylon-y feeling material on the inside. And it sounds nice, but you can probably hear that with the mic here. So the hood has that as well. The hood has that material. And when you're wearing like earmuffs or even just on your actual ears, I have kind of big ears, but when you're wearing it on your ears, you hear that material. It kind of moves back and forth as you move your head. And I've noticed it is actually almost kind of hard to have a conversation when you have the hood up in this jacket because it's a loud hood. Whoever said that online was correct. I wouldn't hold that against this. If you're wearing a hat, that might change it. I don't often wear like a beanie when I'm out, but that might change the situation a little. But it's a pretty loud hood. I'm kind of surprised. I think maybe if they had fleece lined this or put turtle fur or something like that sort of thing on the inside, it might have been quieter. I really wouldn't dock the jacket points for it because it keeps your head really warm. And that's the whole point of a hood, is to keep your head warm, not to make your your ears feel nice, I guess. Kind of one and the same, but you know what I mean. But yeah, loud hood. That's the first area for improvement. I'm not sure how you fix that. Go. The second area for improvement, and if you've watched my videos, you're probably going to guess what I'm about to say, but this jacket has a double zipper. And the double zipper is fine. I actually love it on this jacket. So I'm going to say it's a pro and a con. But I just never really get it on the first try. Like, I always have to kind of finagle it and make sure that the zippers are in the right place. And it's kind of been annoying sometimes, but you know, once you do get it, it's good. And I will say the flip side to this zips up. And that seems kind of silly, but I actually have come to really like it. Because if you're out and you just have to run to a urinal or a bathroom, or even if you just have to get something from your pockets and this thing's kind of tight around you and you have layers on, doing that, it just completely frees you up, which is really nice. So I thought that was kind of a novelty feature at first, but I've come to really, really like it. So my con is that it's kind of hard to use sometimes, but it is really nice when it works perfectly. And these are pretty beefy zippers. They're not going to break on you or anything. So yeah, that's that. I will say, as I was just talking here, I thought of one kind of bonus is this does have these straps here to make it tighter on your hands. I like that a lot. So if you're out somewhere that is really cold, you have gloves on, you can cinch these down tight. Yeah, I think it's just a great jacket. I really like this jacket. This is exactly the jacket that I've kind of always wanted to own for winter trips and stuff. Like I said, I've owned it a year. I don't think Fjallraven's going to change it. They've sold this thing forever. It's gone a lot of places with me. I've packed it down. I beat it up. I just had a stain on it, and I literally just put water on it and got rid of it. This is pretty resistant material. Let's see, I rolled it in an airport the other day into a ridiculous tiny little ball and stuffed it in the hood so that I could just carry it through because I only had a backpack. And it just unrolled, looks fine. It's a great jacket. Highly recommend it. Fjallraven Skogsö, $225 right now. It's always on sale. This is whatever the hunter green or something like that is. And yeah, questions, comments, feedback, anything you want me to try and review. I think I might have a couple more coming, but yeah, thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe, help me out, and have a good one.